What does it mean to be a Manchester City fan in 2024? Now, that's exactly what this video is going to outline. Been meaning to make this a while. A lot of stuff has just built up, and I'm going to put this out there because, for starters, we cannot deny other clubs out there have a richer history than Manchester City. But we'll start with this point. City have no history. That's when I tell people I'm a City fan, when the first time I met someone or whatever, it's one of the first things you get hit with. You get a bit of a snarl, you got no history, right? Nonsense. For starters, we won a major trophy before United, so I don't want to compare to United the whole video, but if you want to use that as a reference point, 1904, we won the FA Cup, and that was before United won a major trophy. On top of that, we won, obviously, the European Cup Winners' Cup, that's a European trophy, 2 league titles, a number of FA Cups, League Cups, before, obviously, the takeover in 2008. So, of course, we've not got the richest history of any club, but we've got a history, and that's obviously what we're proud of as a club. And then, obviously, the takeover comes 2008, and since then, or since 2011, obviously, when we won the FA Cup, our history since then has been unbelievable. I don't think there's really a team in England or maybe even Europe that has been as successful as us. Maybe Real Madrid or someone like that, but that's sort of besides the point. In England, we have absolutely dominated. I don't think anyone can deny that we've been the best team in England, certainly the last 10 years. If you think about Champions League qualification, we're the only team in England that has qualified for the last 11, 12 seasons straight. So, yeah, this no history thing is absolute garbage. Another one you get hit with, of course, I'm going to bring up now, is the 115 or the 115 charges. Again, it's just pettiness, it's jealousy. When you think about a charge and what it actually means to be charged with something, it means there's suspicion or a possible sort of breach of some sort of rule or regulation. And this has not been proven. It's not been proven at all. In this case, compared to the cases of that of Everton and Forest that are ongoing at the moment, it is complete and utter speculation at this point. The Premier League, of course, trying to pursue this claim against Manchester City, but nothing has been proven as of yet. This is a huge, huge case, 115 breaches of FFP. It is not just accusing City of breaking a couple rules here and there. It is a mass fraud case. This is something that goes far beyond just breaking a few rules set in a football setting. It's something that is going to go far, far further than that if City were to be found guilty. And yeah, again, this is jealousy. We've not been proven guilty, but we've already been condemned, as Pep Guardiola said. So yeah, being a City fan, this is something I always come across. And I just say to people, at the end of the day, we've not been found guilty. If we are found guilty, that's not going to be down to me or any other fan. It's not their fault. We're still going to have won those trophies. I'm still going to have those memories. And at the end of the day, those players on the pitch, Pep Guardiola, they're still going to have those achievements. On a more senior level, though, at the end of the day, there's just going to be trouble and issues that need to be resolved. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Nothing has been proven as of yet. So the 115 stuff, these lads, whoever they are, they just need to pipe down because, again, it's jealousy. If City were finishing 5th, 6th in the league and these charges were dropped on us like Everton have had charges, Forest have had charges, no one would care as much as they do now. But it is the sheer fact that City won 5 leagues in 6 years. We've won the treble. We've won God knows how many trophies in total. I believe since 2012, I want to say 21 major honours Manchester City have won. And only Chelsea can even get close to that with 11. So yes, it's pure jealousy. I think the 115 stuff, as I said, if we're proven guilty on that front, then fair play. And, we'll hold our hands up and say, you know what, you were right. We have cheated at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just such jealousy. And we're so far from reaching a conclusion on that stuff yet. So yeah, people don't want to credit City for how good we are. And you know what else they'll say? They'll say we have no fans. And that's another part of this video. Manchester City have no fans. Absolute nonsense. I've addressed this before so many times in different videos, but it's so flawed. It's such nonsense. I'll take you back to 1934, the highest home ground attendance in English football history. City in an FA Cup tie against Stoke City still to this day hold the record for the highest home ground attendance. No one's beaten it, and I don't think anyone will ever beat it at this rate. So yeah, to say we have no fans, I know that was about 100 years ago or whatever, but you can't deny that we have a very, very good core fan base. Think about when we dropped down into the second and even third tier, we were still averaging amazing home attendances. Our away support has always been incredible. Even to this day, our away fans are some of the best, if not the best, in the country, all over England, all over Europe. We are always there. I'm proud to be one of those fans that follows the club through, fair enough, the most successful period in our club's history, but it's so good to be there. I wouldn't change anything for the world. And even if things did take a bad turn and we weren't successful, I and my friends and my family would still be there. That's what's amazing about being a Manchester City fan. I'm so grateful for where we are. I'm so grateful for my age and that I'm able to go to these games. I went to Belgrade in December. I went to Istanbul to watch us win the treble. That was back in June. And honestly, some of these trips, I'm off to Madrid. I've been to Copenhagen. I've been all over Germany, Spain, France. I absolutely love it. And you know what? You can't take that away from me. A little sly comment here, a little sly comment there about us having no fans, this, that and the other. At the end of the day, it used to bother me now, but I just don't care. I don't care. You can't take those memories away from me. You can't take my life away from me in that sense, because I enjoy doing it so much. It's 90% of what I do. It's 100% of what I talk about, even in day-to-day conversations. You can't get this club, you can't get this sport out of my mind. So yeah, to say City have no fans or that it doesn't mean anything is nonsense. And that's coming on to another part of it, because people say that no one cares about City. And this entire video is being made because of how much people do care about City. At the end of the day, all people mention is these charges and the fact that no one cares. City are irrelevant, City this, that, the other. We're so successful, we're in everyone's head rent-free. It's scary, actually, because it's so illogical, the conversation people try and have with you. They try and say we have no fans. They try and say that no one cares about us. Whatever you want to say. And it's all just complete bollocks. Like, think about it. Think about it. You're telling me you don't care in the same breath as telling me that we've cheated and that none of it means anything. It's absolute garbage. It's absolute garbage. A little bit of it is just sort of grasping onto anything that would try and sort of make City's achievements mean less. But yeah, the Trent comment will bring up Trent Alexander-Arnold saying that the small number of trophies he's won at Liverpool mean more than all the ones City have won at the same time. And it's just nonsensical. It's garbage. It's just complete and utter bollocks, as I've already said. So that's another one. City's achievements don't mean anything. Yeah, just grow up. At the end of the day, any football fan in this country would swap anything they've got to have sort of the same 10 years we've had in the last 10 years following City. So yeah, it's garbage again on that front. And yeah, this is coming on to the final point now. All the success is bought. Now, do not get me wrong, right? In 2008, we're very grateful to have an amazing takeover, and what those owners have done, what the entire institution have done for this club is incredible. Sheikh Mansour, Manchester, thanks you. Honestly, it's incredible what has happened since the takeover, and of course, some of that is related to obviously the finances brought in. But at the end of the day, people saying we were in League One or whatever when that happened, nonsense. We were sustained in the Premier League in 2008. We'd even played in Europe a couple of the seasons prior. And I'm not saying we were world beaters, but we weren't a bad side. We were finishing the top half. You know, we weren't bad, getting in Europe every now and again, as I said. And we weren't competing for trophies, we weren't competing for titles, but we were still a massive club in England with a huge fan base and huge potential, hence why Sheikh Mansour and the Abu Dhabi United group actually bought this club. So to say it's all money driven is nonsense. Think about the amount of money Man United spend nowadays, far more than us, Chelsea, and you still have these sides finishing in mid-table. So obviously some of it is money related, but when you think about how well this club is run, and even the academy we've got nowadays is so good. Think about some of the talents all over the world now. You got Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho, obviously now at Dortmund, Cole Palmer, Jeremy Frimpong, some of these amazing talents, Brahim Diaz, they're all stemming now from the Manchester City Academy. So yeah, basically this video is just to say, what does it mean to be a Manchester City fan in 2024? It means no more than it did in 1924 or 1934 or whatever, 100 years ago, however far you want to go back. It means the same to bleed blue in these colours, in this shirt. And yeah, I honestly wouldn't swap it for the world. I just wanted to put my passion into a video because all I hear nowadays is sort of how much we cheat, how much we spend, how we have no fans and how no one cares. But this is a video explaining why everyone does care and why most of all, what matters before anything else, is why we care as Manchester City fans. So I've sort of poured my heart out there. I've tried to break down a few of the nonsensical arguments people come out with against City nowadays. But yeah, that was just a short video, and I hope everyone enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like, leave a comment, share this video to any fellow Blues out there, and make sure you send this on to any of those Muppets that are trying to say that no one cares about us. Nice one.